Guess we're live. Hi, guys. Merry day after Christmas. How are you guys this morning? Good morning, Rad Story. Mark. I don't expect a lot of people to be up. People are probably still on vacation. Oh, what's this? I'm like, hi, Simone Spinette. How are you this morning? Welcome, welcome. I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of people up this early. I'm the only fool that gets up this early. My time zone. I'm not calling you guys fools. I've been up for hours. Ah, yeah, I don't feel so pretty today. So I caught a little bit of what was going on last night, but I'll tell you what, I don't know most of these creators that we're talking about last night. So I don't even know what channels they have to go and check them out. So I started watching Creep Show. I fell asleep watching Creep Show on Amazon Shutter. Good morning, Tiffany Marie. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. The check's in the mail. I spent a real we always go to my stepdaughters for Christmas, so we drove 3 hours Christmas Eve to get there, spent Christmas Day, and then they have other family members to go see, all that Christmas stuff. So we drove back yesterday. So it was a pretty busy couple days, plus all the wrapping and just I'm glad it's over. Let's just put it that way. Crazy Nurse Granny. Hello, beautiful lady. Yes. You're up early too. I'm always up early. I like doing my lives in the morning because then I have the rest of the day to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Remy D, of course, I can count on Remy D to be here. Remy D is always here. Santa was actually, surprisingly enough, remember I told you my husband, I don't know, I told everybody, my husband goes out and buys clothes for me and I always hate them. He bought me clothes this year that I absolutely love. Everything he bought me, I loved, which is surprising. One thing that I really loved was a shirt that he got me, but it didn't fit. He got a size too small because I like shirts that I can move around in. I don't like anything that's, it was kind of tight. So he's going to take that back and get me a bigger size. Oh, 245. Remy. Oh my God. Do you nap at all? I missed all the drama last night. Well, I didn't miss it all. I kind of jumped around. I'm not. So I thought everybody would be nice for Christmas, but I guess that was too much to ask for. Yeah, my husband actually, he had bought me a computer, like a laptop. He had bought me a tablet and an iPhone. So I didn't expect anything for Christmas. You get berated if you nap. Oh my gosh. Why do you get berated? That's not good. Actually, my doctor doesn't want me napping during the day. He wants me to sleep for 6 to 8 hours every night. That doesn't happen. That never happens. I'm glad to see you guys here, though. I really am. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that I'm not the only one that gets up this early in the morning. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make a matching one to this. And then I'm probably gonna do another giveaway, like this booty. And I'm probably gonna do another giveaway like of, you know, it's probably gonna a hat like this and booties. So yeah, I'm gonna make the matching one to this, Remy. I just made the one. And the only reason I made this was because I was so sick of wrapping. I went on YouTube and got a tutorial on how to make booties. And I think they're so easy to make. It took me an hour to make. It took me an hour, so it takes 2 hours to make these. So, but I think they're cute. And they stretch. So they'd fit anybody from a size 7, because I'm a 7, to a size probably 9. I'm reading the comments here. I get lost. Samara, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. You know why I'm happy today? Here's another reason I'm happy. My son is going into rehab this morning. And I saw him yesterday. He looks horrible. He does look bad. We FaceTimed and he looks just awful. He looks like he's aged. I don't know, Remy, if you can relate to this, but my son looks like he's aged 10 years. Like he's like skin and bones. At least he was at my daughter's. He was eating well, so and he's going into rehab today. So who has a Christmas hangover? I don't drink, so I don't. Over good morning. I don't drink. I do not drink. BTS. Hello, good morning. Merry Christmas, day after Christmas. This is a no fighting zone. We're all happy, happy, happy people here. Yeah, I'm hoping this is he really wants to get clean. He was kind of standoffish with me because I think he's still mad because, you know, we did some terrible things like give money to his ex for his son, but my grandson had a great Christmas too, so that's another blessing. So, you know, money didn't go up somebody's nose, but I don't drink, so I don't. Do you have a hangover, Dova? Dova's in like, what time is it there, Dova? Like 4 o'clock in the morning or something? Dova's, I don't know how she makes it here. So happy for you and your family, especially him, Carla. I can relate 100%. Yeah, he looked terrible. He did. But, he was cordial, but he was very standoffish. Like, um, I'm sure not very happy. Hangover, went to bed early. Remy, my daughter has been fighting a fever since Christmas Eve. Hope you two feel better soon. I never get to the looking terrible stage. Makeup helps. I just dropped weight. I was 5'8", 125 pounds. 5'8" and 125 pounds. That's skinny. That's really skinny. I swear I'm hearing a ghost upstairs. Um, Red Story says, thanks. I'm cold but sweating. Yeah, it's hard. Size 3, Remy? Oh my God, that's small at 5'8". Good morning, Eagle. How was your Christmas? My throat, my stomach, everything hurts. Today, Remy, today, my kids are clean, but I have a brother who keeps my mom worried, and I feel so bad for her. Yeah. Oh, I think you talked about that, breaking the silence. I hope you feel better soon, Remy D. Yeah, I do too. Remy D says, I'm sick as hell. What do you have? Like a virus? They were talking about people that are like there's some kind of virus going around. So, Dova, what were you guys drinking last night? Tiffany Marie says, breaking the silence. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. My family has never been touched by addiction, but I was with an addict for 8 years and I didn't know until 4 years in. It was hell. I had to let him go. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's what you have to do for yourself, for your own well-being. I have no idea. It's been warmer and cold, then warm, then cold. Oh, maybe you just caught like a cold. I can only imagine the pain you endured. Anybody want to come up on panel today and talk about their Christmas? Anybody? Yeah, so I think I'll make today, I'm going to make a matching booty for this. And I might wrap some more presents because we've got a little girl that's got a birthday on the 27th. I was a size 7 in high school, got pregnant, lost weight after a kid was born, went to a size 3, and the 13 years I kept losing weight all the way down to a size 0. Holy cow. I never knew they made size zeros, but they do. I'm far from a size 0. Size 4, I was a size 4, and then I gained weight and got chunky. I have this spare tire going on that I tuck into my jeans to hide. Now I'm back up to a size 4. Skinny mini girls. Yeah, a bunch of skinny girls in here. I've always said when you are with someone who suffers from addiction or live with someone, it is as if you have the addiction too. You live walking on eggshells every day. Yeah, that's true, Tiffany Marie. I wish I was a size 4. I wish I was a size 4 again. I actually felt pretty good when I was a size 4. I didn't feel like skinny or anything. I just felt like, you know, right now I feel like with this spare tire I've got, I can't I just I can't get rid of it. It's not like I'm fat. It's just that I've got this like thing that I have to keep hiding. Yeah, Eagle is like tiny. She's size 4. How tall are you, Eagle? How tall are you? Eagle's like a I think she looks tall in her when she's live. Like when she goes on camera, she looks tall, but I don't know. Yes, she is beautiful. Well, they were overrated. I have little ones, but that's okay. At least you don't show them off on camera like someone else we all know. And we're not going to mention any names that puts water bottles in between. I don't know, Dove. I wouldn't mind it. I'll take 5 or 7 though. I don't know what you're talking about. I always wanted, I always wanted boobs because I thought, you know, I never had cleavage. Now I've got a little bit, maybe because I'm older. Brad's story. It's been almost 4 years since I left him. It was very hard to do, but I had to leave. I had a small child at the time. He came first before anything, and I would not risk something happening. Can we name our friend AKA Tiger? Yeah, we can. We can. Do for a rotation for your car? Are you talking about? Some people don't. Oh, really? Yeah, not that big. I wouldn't even know what to do with them. I'm so used to not having them. Tiffany, you are incredibly strong, gorgeous, and courageous woman. I respect you. Yeah, I like Tiffany Marie. I've always liked Tiffany Marie. She is a very beautiful girl. I thank you guys for all coming in here this morning. I appreciate all of you. I hope you all had a really good Christmas. And and I was thinking about it too because the kids get a lot at Christmas time, but it seems like that's what it's all about anymore, about how much, and it's gotten away from what it should be, and what it should be is like about family. God, my hair's sticking up. Um, it should be more about family and family time than presents, but it seems like all it is about how many presents you can get or how many presents kids can get. And I think they come to not appreciate. Yeah, you are. I've always liked you, Tiffany Marie. I think you're a classy lady. So, so does anybody have plans for New Year's Eve? I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, this isn't even working. I watch on my tablet sometimes, or yeah, I watch the chat on my tablet and it's way behind. Good morning, Andrew. I saw you sneak in there. I saw you. Summer is still in here. Denise R. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, she is. She is. My heart was breaking for her. What that woman said to her was pretty bad. Like, I don't know, but they don't care. And they had the nerve to call me a piece of shit. I would never, ever disrespect somebody like they did. I am by no means perfect and I mess up, but my heart is truly good. I'd never try to hurt anyone. And that's what I mean. And there's people that I really truly admire on here. And one of them is Makeup Mobster. And I'm just getting to know this John Hinge. And I'm really liking him. He's straight shooter, and I like straight shooters. And Makeup Monster is the same. She's a straight shooter. I think all my people are beautiful. I really do. I don't think any one of you, and I'm talking about heart and looks. Although looks don't really mean anything to me. Nothing for New Year's. That's how I gained my weight. How? Drinking? There's a steak in every bottle, they say. I don't drink beer, but every once in a while I do. Every once in a great while, but not very often. Eagle says, always Tiffany, if I drink, it will be here at the house. My girlfriend wants to know what shades of pink and blue you like for what she's making you. Very light pastel colors, Andrew. I can't wait to see what she's making me. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yes, it is. Crazy Nurse Granny, I want you not to take anything she said to your heart. It says everything about her and nothing about you. You didn't deserve that, even when you and I were not on the best of terms. Yeah, there was no call for that. I would never dream of saying things like that to you. Does anyone want to come up? Because I'm going to have to mute here pretty soon before I get yelled at. Lovable Rogue, good morning, good morning, good morning. So yeah, I'm going to make the other one to this today when I get off here, and that'll be another one. Good Lord, I've only asked twice, laughing my ass off. Okay, cool, because she was going to do light, medium, darker, because she didn't know. Gotta mute, guys. Okay, hang on. Got to figure this out. There you go. Crazy Nurse Granny says, I have never thought poorly of you. I remember falling in love with your heart way back with Analyzer.
I'm
Morning,
dying. I swear to God, I'm dying.
yeah, you sound like it. You don't sound well.
I say I'm dying. She goes, yeah, you sound like
Hang
you
on,
sound
I'm
like it.
gonna make myself a coffee. Okay, I'm just gonna
No,
mute for a
okay.
second.
I'll take over for a minute. See what she. Everybody says I asked for a link 9,000 times. It's ignored. It's insanity. How's everybody doing? How was your holiday? If you do celebrate. Again, if you hear my kid, there you go. I actually have a kid, Trisha. Hi, Devin's mom. I normally don't sound like this. I don't know what's going on, Dova. Oh, I'm sorry, Samara. See, I can't even read right. I'm hot, but I'm freaking cold same time. No, I go to the doctors, you know. My son just closed the freaking door on me, asshole. No, I did not call my child an asshole. I said what he did was assholish. Um, no, I'm not going to the doctors. Be fine. How is everybody? How are you guys doing? I'm trying to read the chat. I can't. I don't know if I can see it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Dova, he is. He's used to his school schedule. However, what I did was I rearranged his therapy sessions. So they're coming in the morning. They'll be here in about 40 minutes. So therefore, it's some type of schedule. It's close to when he would go into school. So I don't know. Hold on one second. I just have to answer a text message. Marky, I'm sorry. I don't mean to mess up your name. Is your name Mark or Merrick? 5 pairs more. $300. Oh, the new Jordans. Yeah. Yeah, Dova, ABA. Yeah, we were approved for this extra therapy. Sorry, guys. We were approved for the extra therapy about 6 months ago. It just then the head therapist left the practice and he already had his own, so we just kind of switched to that.
So
I
Remy,
remember.
did your
I'm
son,
sorry.
my best Christmas present this year is my son going into rehab.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. And I am so sorry that I sound like a complete asshole.
No, you sound sick. You sound really
Yeah,
sick.
I'm definitely sick. But being a mom and stuff, I'm sure every parent, whether mom or dad, actually can understand, you don't get a day off when you're sick,
No,
especially
you
being
don't.
a stay-at-home parent.
Yeah, and your son has special needs too, doesn't
Yes, yes, he does. Dova, yeah, he's getting, they gave him a device with the Proloquo, but it's so confusing. There's too many folders and subfolders, so I'm going to have to simplify it. However, I'm not allowed to uh, edit it. They have to edit it. And I just said, that's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Excuse me.
So, what are you doing for New Year's? Nothing.
I don't go out on New Year's. There's so many people that are driving while they're intoxicated and stuff like that. So I don't really go out on New Year's. I try to make it to the ball.
Oh yeah,
But
you live where you could
well,
go
no,
there,
I
right?
mean just watch it. No,
Oh,
you
you
don't.
watch it.
You do not go to no.
Galway girl. Good morning, sweetheart.
Never ever ever go to New York City.
I
Sorry, I'm
wouldn't.
just getting
Well, especially now with all these
on
terrorist things.
Well, not even that. It's just don't go on New Year's Eve. And I'm sure some other people, they know who they are in this chat, can attest to how New York City is on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I don't think I would try it. I don't even go here in Pittsburgh to anything.
I don't
That's
blame you.
like crazy.
Yeah, Dova, I'm gonna.
I know, Galway girl, and I appreciate that. She has been praying for my son, and my son is in rehab. Well, he's going in this morning to
Is he?
rehab.
Who is? 1 second, Carla, because I do have some questions. Dova, it's because we have outside. We hired an outside therapist. Well, we didn't hire. It comes like when you know what I mean. Um, it's like they're not working together, so that's a problem. And sorry, I'm making my coffee. Here's my sugar jar.
That's nice break in the silence. I'm so happy for you.
Now, Carla, with your son going in, is he going straight into rehab or is he going into detox first?
He's going to detox first, so that's going to
Yeah,
be the hard part because he's
detox is
still
about 3 to 5 days.
yeah, and he's nervous. You could tell but he looks horrible. He just looks awful. He looks
See, I
he
didn't get to
like
that point. But also, it's a different drug. You said that he was using
crystal meth.
this. Yeah,
Crystal meth. I don't even know
I
about
don't even know
that.
what
I
that
know
is.
it's a really bad.
Yeah, I
drug.
mean, I've seen pictures of people like the before and after of crystal meth use, and it's kind of like end up looking like a skeleton almost.
Hi, Devon's mom. I was in New York City at Times Square in 1999 and
Oh,
rang in the new
Y2K.
year 2000. We all thought the lights would go out and our bank accounts gone.
I remember that. I remember that. Y2K, all of our computers were supposed to die, our
Oh
bank
my God,
accounts.
that when you say 2000 and then you say it's
Mm.
like 20 years ago, the year 2000.
Yeah, my mom died
Because,
in 2000, and I think about it, and I'm like, holy crap, that was 20 years ago?
20
Holy
years.
shit.
You had to have been just a baby, like
No,
young.
I wasn't well, I
Well,
was,
not a baby, but 12 years old. That's young. That's to me, that's a baby.
I was about 14, 13. I turned 14, and my mom died 9 days after my 14th birthday.
I
But
graduated high school in 2000, Rad story. Oh God, I feel so old around you people.
Dova, something because they come into the home, I'm here and I can, be interactive, but then they had said that we'll use this like as respite care. But to me, that's not going to work for me. I graduated 8th grade in 2000.
Wow. I feel so
Yep.
old around you guys.
I'm one of the younger ones around here. I know there's a few that are younger than I, and I'm sure there are plenty of
I think
workers that are
Republican
younger.
Ash is like
She's my
younger.
age.
Is she your age?
Yep. I I spoke to her last night, and she's sick as well. She's sick. She
Rad
doesn't feel
story.
good at
Why did
all.
you say whatever, Carla? Did I say something to offend you? Oh, did I say something
Oh
wrong?
no, I think she's probably saying like, oh, whatever, something like
Oh, okay. I
whatever,
don't want to
like
offend
regarding her
anybody.
age. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to offend people. At least
Thank
that
you,
means you have
Andrew.
your own opinions.
I
So,
promise, Andrew.
Carla, what else? I heard you say that you liked your clothes that you got. I was surprised to hear that.
Oh my God. He got me two pairs of jeans, which completely fit
Perfectly. Yeah.
perfectly. But then the jeans they're making now are the elastic jeans.
Really?
They're really comfortable. They have they give. Oh, they're
Everybody loves a
perfect
give.
for my little spare tire. He got me
Sorry.
he got me a couple pairs of shirts. One shirt he got too tight, but I love it. I just absolutely love it. It's gorgeous.
I have to have shirt. I have a thing where I can't stand like my arms being constricted. You know how like there's those tight shirts where your arms are just like
That's
squeezed?
exactly
I
what
can't do it.
that is, but it's so pretty and I really like it. And it's kind of lined, so it's warm.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
I
really
order I order the same brand of jeans. I've ordered the same brand probably for about a good 10 years, and they're
I don't
so
mean
soft.
elastic jeans. Elastic jeans. They give in the waist. They're not
I
elastic.
know what you're
They're not
they're
like
they're
old
lined.
lady
I know what
elastic
you're talking
jeans.
about.
They're just really comfortable.
I have
Carla
if
has
anybody
granny
is
jeans.
mom jeans they would
Granny
call
jeans.
them.
They're not actually, but they're not.
Well,
They're
I
really
remember my
comfortable.
I remember
They
my
go over
mom.
my spare tire. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we got to name that thing.
I have Levi's too, but I like them. They're
I
like
don't blame
leggings.
you.
They're like leggings, but they're like jean material. They're like leggings,
Jeggings,
and you wear a long shirt over top. And he got me the long shirts to go over top, and I like
like
them.
a tunic. You would wear a
Kind
tunic
of,
over
yeah.
them.
And I have long boots, so I always wear my long boots. So
I was never able to I can't wear those boots like the ones that go almost up to your knee because my calves are too, I don't know, I guess big. But I can't find a pair of boots that will fit. So I wear my Uggs. Yes, I wear
your
Uggs.
what are
They're like
Uggs?
they're those boots that all the kids wear. That's what
Oh,
they're like
okay.
mine are tan and they're old as hell, but they're comfy and warm. But I'm the type of person that, as everybody knows, I'm shoveling snow in flip flops. Yeah, Devin's mom Levi's are still around, but I
Tiffany,
found a
where are you that
great.
it looks like it's going to snow?
Oh, Tiffany, yeah, it is. Um,
Is she
it
near
is
you?
looking like it's. That's for her to say.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't want to dox her. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what I mean. I don't want to say anything.
I'm just wondering.
I don't know exactly where she lives,
I'm
but
in Pittsburgh. I tell everybody I'm in Pittsburgh, so it doesn't even, we
yeah,
don't
you
even
and I
have
aren't
any
that
snow.
far away. But yeah, it's cloudy
Yeah.
and you know, but a
Oh,
great brand of
Dova. Dova's in California and it's snowing. That amazes me.
Devin's mom, you know something? I give up.
Hi, Mom without a watch.
Oh my gosh, it's snowing in California.
She
Yeah,
gets
see,
a little bit of snow.
Tiffany is outside New York City just like I am.
I'm in the Northeast, Carla, just outside New York City. Okay. All right. I didn't mean to dox you. I'm sorry. I
No, no,
gotta
no, no,
remember
that's not
that.
doxing. That's not doxing.
Well,
But
yeah,
I
but I'll
just,
get accused of
I
it.
know.
I'm sure. He
Of
doxes
course.
people.
Of
You know,
course.
if you're on the wrong side, you're always doxing people, even if you put like information out that they've already put out about themselves. You're doxing them.
Well, I could also say, and I know that you are in a member, sorry, I'm washing my coffee pot. I know that you are a member of a certain paid for group.
Thank you, Tiffany. Just don't want to get accused of it. You know what I
No,
mean?
I know where she lives, and we aren't that far from each other.
You
But yeah,
guys are
we're
all
outside of
buddies,
New
like
York.
you and Makeup Mobster and NYC Urbanista, and you guys are all kind of like in the same area where you were all going to meet or something. So I kind of
Yeah,
know that.
we're
Weren't you
all
all
in
going
the
to
same
meet?
vicinity.
Yeah, you're
We
all
don't
in the
actually
same
have a plan. We don't.
Northeast. But I mean, you all like kind of talked about it for a bit. I mean, from going into lives and stuff, I kind of
Hmm.
like
Tiffany and I are
gathered that
definitely gonna meet up.
that
Definitely.
would be
She's
like
a beautiful person.
I've actually met somebody from YouTube, and
Mm.
I met Winter Green Gum, and we went to a location in between the both of us, and we met, and it was great. We just hugged and talked for a couple hours, and went for coffee, and it was really cool.
Let's just
So
put it this way.
it's really neat.
I could likely see Tiffany in less than 2 hours.
Well,
Excuse me.
she actually lives, and there's another one that lives in Pittsburgh that wants to meet me, and she's Anita Backrub. So we might do, that too. So
I
I
think
think
that
it's
is
cool
one
when
of the
you when you
best
when you
names,
find
Anita Backrub.
I need a back rub. I know.
That's such a
That
good
is
username. And
that
I
is
just got it the other day.
some of
I
the
just
names
figured it out.
but some of the names on here are so
Creative.
creative. I know, that's the word. I just use my name because I'm not creative that way.
Well, my name isn't my name.
I didn't figure it was.
Well, it is, but it's not.
So
I've
it's a
already been doxxed out of my ass. My name is basically just reversed.
oh
It's
really?
just different. Yeah.
So that would be
It's a
Emery.
variation. Now, the first name, just reverse it, but the D part isn't my whole name.
Oh, okay.
But I've been doxxed so much that it doesn't even matter at this point.
I don't even know, like, I mean, I don't in people like always say that they're being doxxed if someone puts their real name in a
Well,
chat. Is that really
doxing by definition is putting out personal information with a malicious intent. That's what doxing is. But
without a watch? My name before this Carla and Company was Carla Marie, which is my first and middle name. I have one more account which has my first and last name, and that I never
yeah,
used.
you don't want to do that.
No. Well, I only used YouTube. I didn't even know about lives and everything. I just found this is going to be a year that I'm on YouTube in January. So
Well, when you say on YouTube, I mean, it can be, in lives and stuff, obviously.
that's what I mean. Like I've been on YouTube since 2014, but
Mhm.
I mean, finding out about all these communities and all this
I never knew.
animosity, I never knew about it.
I thought that the lives, because I've been around since 2011, I thought that the lives were videos. I had no idea. It's all Chris Watt's
Tiff,
fault.
Tiffany Marie says, haha, I always tell Remy, don't give out anything for the second time.
Well, I have no
Yeah,
idea what you're
true.
talking about, Tiffany.
I think don't dox yourself another time. A second time.
Yeah, Devin's
Just
mom
forget
is
about it.
Devin's
If
mom
you
is right. If doxing is putting out information with a malicious intent, like you want to cause harm to that person or others to cause harm to that person.
I heard too last night, and I was kind of bummed to hear that Diane say that she was going to strike Wendy's channel. Wendy V comes in here all the time. I really like her. So
Well,
I
she
was
has no
kind of like,
grounds to strike. Well,
I
maybe
was kind of
Tiffany
bummed to
can
hear that.
come up and explain it because,
Who?
Tiffany is a wealth of knowledge. She has
I don't know what, because I thought it was fair use because
It is
people have used my words like in videos.
Tiff, you want to explain it because it's basically what happened was, and no story ever starts with it happened with a salad. It's like it happened with this, but anyways,
With a salad?
so it's
I'm not following.
I saw a meme and they're like no good story ever started with, well, it happened with a salad.
Yeah, that's true.
But so I haven't even caught up on the replay of Diane's.
Well, I kind of just like hopped from Mandy's to
Doxing Tiff.
Diane's because I saw that Makeup Mobster was, and I'm nebby sometimes, so I caught it when she said, or I think maybe someone played it, or maybe Laura played it where she said, "I'm going to strike her."
Yes. Yeah, Laura played it
Laura
on
played
Mandy's.
it on Mandy's. Yeah,
Mandy cannot be struck for that. The thing is that I don't understand, and someone brought this to my attention. Republican Ash actually brought it up to me. She said, how can they say Stewie is fair? He paints people in a bad light all the time. Why is it only when they are painted in a bad light that they're going to strike? That's not okay. It has to be the same for everybody.
Well, what is her stance on all of this, Republican Ash? I mean,
Carla, Tiffany's asking you to drop the
oh
link.
yeah, okay. Here you go.
Republican Ash
Me.
is sick right now. She's got a sore throat. I'm opening a pack of rubber bands.
Here you go,
Ow.
Tiffany.
She's really sick right now, and she thinks it's bullshit. To be, sorry to curse on your channel, but she thinks that this is ridiculous and that there's no reason to strike that channel. Nobody struck Herbie Herb, and I like Herbie. No one strikes, well, actually, that's not true. Everybody strikes Stewie. But he's not fair to everybody. He paints people
I
in a
think
bad
he's had a
light.
couple of channels, hasn't he?
He's got like 10 of them.
I like Stewie though. I really do. So
I mean,
yeah.
I don't care for, like that type of stuff.
Good
I will
morning,
watch.
Ginger Locks, Mom.
I like Wendy V because she gets, the whole clip of what's important, and it's not just what she likes. If it's a shade, I don't know. I'm assuming so. But, I don't know. I don't think that just because someone has a different view of you and they may or may not like you and put up that content doesn't mean that you should strike them. That's not what you should do.
Dova says Wendy V usually stops by to have her last beer with us because
Hey,
in her
Ginger.
time zone it's like 1 o'clock in the morning when she goes in
Yeah, she's
there usually.
overseas. She's
Yeah,
overseas.
she's like in Australia.
But she's doing the community a favor in a way
Well,
because
yeah, because then we
we
don't have to go through a 2 hour live or a 3 hour live or a
or
4 hour
five
live.
hours or 6 hours. Yeah, that's the problem. Is when you have these marathon lives. I'm sorry, and I'm just going to be real. No one wants to sit through a replay of a 7 hour live. And if you guys say you will, you're lying. I'm not, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I know I don't. I fell asleep last night. I fell asleep during Mandy's.
I fell asleep during Mandy's as well, and I
I
woke up.
I'm just like, I can't do this on Christmas. Like, I was just like, so, like, they couldn't even let Christmas go by and not, like, do their bullshit.
Welcome to the drama community.
Tiffany's going to be up right now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to change
Morning.
my battery out in a few minutes. Hi, Tiffany.
Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning.
Morning.
God, she's got luscious hair.
She's got such a cute voice.
She
Good morning,
does. I can't
Montana.
stand her. I can't stand her.
So, are
She's
you
got
going to
such
give
a
us
great
the?
voice.
Okay,
Yeah, Tiff, let's go. I ain't got time for this.
What are we doing?
Recap.
A recap on what?
Last night. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, girl. I can't do a recap on last night. Are you kidding me? But listen, I'll just say,
she's so sweet sounding, but she's not sweet. I know,
you're
Tiffany.
so funny.
I know.
You're so funny. I say it all the time because I'm like, I can be the biggest witch, right? But it depends on the day, right? For all of us. Well, the thing is, how can I recap everything? If I recap, I'll only be giving I don't want to give my opinion. So everybody who hasn't seen the lives are all still up, right? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Yeah, I have the links too.
So why don't we have a mod drop the links to what happened last night? So there's only two, right? So
yeah, there's Diana Wendy's live, and then there's Mandy's live. I can't put the links right now because I'm up on panel.
So maybe if somebody grabbed the link to Mandy's.
Dova, if you have the link, Dova's a mod. Dova.
Yeah, you want to start at Mandy's and then go to Diana Wendy's. Yeah, that's where you guys want to start.
Yeah, because Mandy was live for quite a while before Diane
I passed out.
I think what happened was she blocked Diane, and then Diane got mad and went live. From what I saw,
Mandy did.
I missed that.
How I took it, because as soon as she blocked Diane went live. And
Hey,
to me,
Tiff,
that's just like,
I'm sorry, go ahead,
okay, I
Carla.
can't talk in your chat, so I'm going live.
Tiffany, do you know if Mandy blocked Republican Ash?
I believe Republican Ash did get blocked, but I don't know by who. And I didn't know
Yeah,
it until the end of the
because I went
stream
back.
because somebody came in and it was somebody like the Truth, I think. I don't want to misspeak. I think it was the Truth that came in and asked if Republican Ash could be blocked. I wonder if it was an accident.
Maybe. You know what happens? I mean, and I'll just put this out there, I've sleep modded,
Yeah.
but I hid someone and unhid them in my sleep. So,
I feel
but
bad
she had
if
texted me and said, "Why am I blocked? What did I do? I didn't say anything wrong." I was like, "Wait," and I didn't see it until 5 o'clock this morning. And
so I guess basically I could give a little recap. Were there people not here, or Carla, you weren't around,
I
or
fell asleep. I was like exhausted.
I'll just give the basics. Okay.
Dova, is that Mandy's?
What?
Because you guys should watch Mandy's and then watch Diane Wendy's because it
I
will
think it,
make a total amount of sense, and watch the
yeah.
chat. One thing I
Yeah.
do is, and Tiffany knows this, most my friends know this, I will watch a live with the sound on, listen, and then I'll go back and watch the chat without the sound just because I can't focus that well. When you're listening to the host trying to read the chat, and sometimes the chat is on like 5 different subjects and it's ridiculous.
Well, I
Mhm.
saw when Makeup Mobster and who else was on panel? It was Mandy, Makeup Mobster. There was three of them. Who was on?
And Laura.
And Laura. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
that's
so Dova Ford dropped Mandy's link.
Oh,
okay.
great. Then we need to drop Diane's after. So she went live after.
She
Yeah,
went live after or during?
no, I think it
During.
was during because she got blocked.
Okay.
That's
Well,
how
that's what
I
I
took
meant.
it.
Like what I meant. I'm sorry if I
Yeah,
misspoke.
no,
Diane went live after Mandy had already been live, so she was the second
Oh,
one to
okay.
go live. Like in the order, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but
So
she went live during Mandy's stream. That's what Tiffany, I think, is saying, right?
I know,
yeah,
but I meant
exactly.
I guess I don't say it the right way.
That's okay, honey.
I don't think
Okay.
We
we
started.
all say the right thing. Excuse me.
So what? Okay, how did it start? Because I missed the total beginning of it. We were on a drive. We were up north, so we driving home. So I missed the total beginning of
You want to take
all
over,
Mandy's.
Tiff?
Yeah, I'll just give like a quick recap of the way that it all happened. So, um, for
I
people that
can't see
weren't
chat at all.
around,
Sorry, Tiff.
um, what happened was we, me and Leanna, sat in on a phone call between Mandy and
Mm-hmm.
Marky Mark. So we were on mute. So when people were in the chat at first, they were very confused. I know you were one of them, Remy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I
Um,
just thought that it was alive because I'm seeing 2 pictures up there
it looked
and
like
Mandy's.
it,
I was
yeah.
like, what the hell is going on? That's why I asked for a link. I was like, what the hell is going on? And
Well,
only
because
because
to
I
the
provided a link,
audience,
I provided
mhm.
a recording to Stephanie Brown that I was sent, which was sent to someone else regarding, him. But anyways, sorry. Go
Wait,
ahead.
what is this
I'll
you
send
have?
it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right. So I know it appeared as if me and Makeup Mobster were on Mandy's actual screen, but that's not what it was. What happened was Mandy had tried to do it as a premiere so people would know that it was pre-recorded, but it was getting stuck in the processing zone and she couldn't get it to upload. So what she did was she just went live and streamed it live. So it appeared on the screen
Yeah, yeah,
to
it
the
came up as
viewers.
alive.
It looked like we were on the screen. Well, first it looked like Mandy's. Oh my gosh, how do you even explain this? No
All
wonder why
right.
people were
It
confused.
looked
I can
like
explain it. It's
it was
fine,
an
but
actual live, but it
it
wasn't. It was
wasn't.
in a recording of a live or
It was a
something.
StreamYard's
Yeah.
recorded live. So the best way for us to listen was to do it that way because Mandy had him on the phone and she had said, well, here, she dropped the link to Leanna and I, and we were both able to listen together to what Mandy was saying.
Is he aware that you guys were listening in?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm just asking.
Of course not. So Mandy, I believe, to clear up anything, she's in Texas, which is a one-party state. So she is
Just like my
able,
state.
yep, just like mine as well. So we're all in one-party records. She was able to let us listen, and she was able to record. So what she did was all right, and another thing is, to clear this up, Mandy took that
Tiff, I
phone
don't mean to
call.
interrupt you, but I got to drop off for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Okay.
babe.
Bye.
Okay. So Mandy took that phone call 2 nights ago. It wasn't like last night right before she went live. We actually sat in on that phone call several nights ago before Christmas. It was before, but we were too busy with our families, and we weren't going to, bring something like that to people while Christmas was going on. That is so absurd. So she waited, and that's how it all happened. But basically, to bring that forward to people, because everybody deserved to know. Everybody deserves to have each piece of this. What is she saying? 420, rad story. I'm a 420 girl. Is that what she's saying? Or is she just saying hi to me and 420? Okay, cool. Well, same thing. All right. So anyways, what was I saying? Where was I?
You're
Oh,
talking
I
about
just,
you guys didn't want to do the phone call during Christmas and
yeah, it wasn't appropriate to drop that
right.
on people at Christmas time. Can you imagine if we would have done that on Christmas or Christmas Eve, or no. I
No.
had meatballs to make and family.
Yeah.
But so what else? So it was important that it was given to people for them to see, well, for them to hear, and to give people insight to what is going on. Because a lot of times, you look back and people will say, well, why didn't you say anything, or why didn't you tell us before, or what took somebody so long? And you have to understand that it's very nerve-wracking for people when you're going to show something to people, especially an audience like ours, right? Because everybody's very critical of one another, and everybody's very hard on each other, especially with both sides. Um, and I hate to say both sides, but it is what it is
It
in
is what it
my
is.
eyes.
It is
We
both
are.
sides.
It is both sides at this point. And I feel that Mandy did the right thing. I support what Mandy did in sharing that. I support the phone call that was made. I support her recording it through StreamYards and letting Leanna listen to that. I believe she 100% did the right thing. And I'll also say this: me and Mandy have had a very, very rough go. Anybody who knows and who has been around knows Mandy and I have not had good experiences with one another. Um, but I personally can put my feelings aside and work for the greater good. And that is what I need to do for myself. And that's what everybody, I would encourage anybody to put their feelings aside, their issues aside. If something is going on, and you and one other person, or you and two other people, are the only people that can bring clarity to something, or help the community in even the smallest way, I'm going to put my differences aside.
Here's
You
my
know,
question. Here's my question now.
mhm.
Was he working alone? I mean, was it exposed that he was like not doing all this by himself?
Well, the thing is, Carla, I was just a bystander.
Okay.
Even Mandy having him on the phone, she's just a bystander. I don't have the answers to that question, but I can tell you what I've observed. And there may be people that might disagree with me, but this is just my own opinion. The day that Mandy had a live stream and Makeup Mobster's High Horse came into the chat, they were being very aggressive.
Right.
It was very uncomfortable. I couldn't get a hold of Leanna. She wasn't available. Ems couldn't get a hold of Leanna. And Makeup Mobster's High Horse was in the chat saying to get her in the chat now. They wanted her
I was
now.
actually there. He was being aggressive.
Very aggressive, very odd. And I think Mandy handled that also very well. I don't think anybody could have done it any better. A lot of people questioned why she would let him stay in there. But when you've been dealing with something like this for so long, it's important that you don't block communication to the person who's the perpetrator, right? I mean, if you block them out, you're not going to get your answers and you're not going to get to the bottom of things. So they had come into her chat. So Mandy had held this live stream. How long ago was it, Carla? Do you remember? Maybe a week ago?
Oh, oh, I don't even think it was a week ago. It was
Probably not even.
not quite a week.
So Mandy had gone live, and I believe she went live to talk about something completely different. I don't even remember what it was at the moment.
And I think the
But
trolls started coming in because I was in that live actually.
yeah, and the troll came into her chat and started being very aggressive, very mean. They were saying really inappropriate things, and then they started saying, "Well, I'll just dox your family then." Not
Right.
your family. I'll just dox Leanna's family then. Or I forget what, I don't want to misspeak, but they were saying really strong, they were very heavy handed.
Yeah.
So Mandy kept them engaged, and eventually Leanna did, and excuse me, Makeup Mobster eventually did come in to the stream, and that's when things got a little less. It seemed as if he was more aggressive while she wasn't there than when she was there, in my opinion. That's kind of when all of this started. So the
Here's
more,
my I'm sorry, I didn't mean
that's
to
okay.
interrupt, but here's my issue with all of that.
Hmm.
She was kind of damned if she did and damned if she didn't, because I heard her getting flack about she didn't bring this to everybody's attention a month ago. Well, she didn't want to bring, and she
She
didn't want to
didn't
go
know.
without proof.
She didn't
That's
know
my
for
thing about
sure.
it. Like, they were mad.
Yeah.
They were all defending him
Yep.
when she knew it was him, when she finally did out him as the
Well,
troll.
I can explain a little bit of that too, and I'll never speak for Makeup Mobster. I'll only speak to what I know. Yes, we're friendly, but I'm not gonna ever speak on behalf of her. So please know while I'm up here, that's not what I'm doing. Um, the night before this live, excuse me, Leanna had made a community post, and it explained how she finally figured out that Makeup Mobster's high horse was absolutely Vern Plumley. So when Marky Mark came to YouTube, he came to YouTube under his real name. So he had his first and last name. And there was a video, and I'm just going to say this quickly so people understand it. There was a video, I believe it was 8 months ago, and it was made. It was made about 8 months ago. It was called The Real Makeup Mobster, and the person took comments that Makeup Mobster had made in some Chris Watts groups on Facebook, when back before all of the discovery had come out for the Watts case, before we were all speculating on what could have happened. No one was there, right? How do we know what happened in that house? So they had taken some of those comments, and then there were a few other comments that this person wanted to put out. So they tried to stick it to her, and they put a video out, The Real Makeup Mobster. If you go to The Real Makeup Mobster video, in the comments, you'll see the truth, Tracy, and you can see that she's being gaslit by Mark. So there's certain people responding to Mark under his real name and under his new name, Marky Mark. So at some point, and I've got to say, within that time frame, he changed his name, because then the people responding to him all show up 7 months ago. So they were responding Marky Mark and Mark F, right? So he had to have changed his name within that very small time frame, because people were on that thread talking to him. Where he went wrong was people were commenting to him and tagging his name. So he thought by changing his name, people would never know, but that's not the case, because people were responding to both names under that thread. And he had made some very vile remarks to Tracy about her
I
cancer.
heard about that. I heard about that.
Tracy's been very open about that conversation. I have listened to her speak about that many times, and her story has never changed. She's always said, this person said this to me months ago. I remember it clear as day. It hurt her. When people throw these insulting things at somebody, you remember what they say, especially if it's cutting. Words can be very cutting. But so anyhow, he had been, commenting underneath that video, and that's how, well, we had found that. And then there were other things along the way. Geez, I can't remember everything. I would have to go through all my screenshots and such. But anyhow, Makeup Mobster, the night before Mandy held that stream where Makeup Mobster's high horse came in, Remy, what do you mean I remember? Come up here so I'm not forgetting stuff. I don't want to say anything that's not right. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's Ash saying? Why go public with the word of a proven liar? Hold on. Don't delete Ash really quick.
I'm not deleting him.
Okay, because I want to.
I'll come in here.
All right. Why easily proved his story is a lie, but no one cares. The truth doesn't matter. Obviously, Ash, that's not true. And I'm gonna just try to. It's not going. Would you rather we didn't? Would you rather we didn't come forward with this recording? Would you rather we would have kept it to ourselves and never had told anybody, Ash? Seriously, I want you to answer. Because if you're gonna ask why go public with the word of a proven liar with no proof, it doesn't matter what proof there is or not. It was said by this man. If he said it, people should hear it. Do you not agree? You're going to tell me that it doesn't matter. I would like to know. I would like to fairly ask you how you would have handled this situation, Ash 274. How would you have handled it?
I think it needed to be exposed.
He said that I'm reading Ash's comment. He said that he put the info to his account in Kimmy's Discord back before the CPS call. He was not in her Discord until December 12th. Ash, do you want to know what I think? This is my own opinion. No one else feels this way. I am speaking for myself. I came on here basically just to give like a recap because thanks, Remy. But anyways, I believe that Mark gave that password to one person and one person only. Those are my feelings. I think Mark may be trying to protect somebody. And in doing that, he is putting other people in the crossfire. That's what I think. So I think that
Yes,
Mark,
because everybody's being suspected, and
yes. And I think
I don't think he was
that it
working.
would cause, there's no way he could have done it alone. There's no way. And the reason why is he was on a full screen. And yes, he was Crazy Nurse Granny. Yes, he was. Absolutely. He's communicating with Mandel privately. And anybody who doesn't believe it, that's fine. But the truth always comes to surface. And I believe that eventually it will. He was on the screen, and Makeup Mobster's high horse was right underneath him typing while his hands were in clear view of the camera. And they were in that chat for a very long time typing. So tell me exactly who did that. What That is not what he said. Why would he protect anyone now? Because he cares. That's why. He would have
Yeah,
flipped
I
on
mean, if you
whoever.
have a friendship, you want to protect
Mhm.
your friends. So maybe he has a friendship with this person.
So, but it bothers me. See, this is what upsets me. And I'm not going to be rude to Ash. I just, Ash and I have our own, whatever, our own issues, but outside of that, and that doesn't matter to me right now. What matters the most to me is that I know that Ash is a very smart person. She's not, she's intelligent. She's smart enough to know the way that people
She's been
operate.
around, let's put it that way. She's been around you too for a while.
So let me ask, how did he jump on that panel that day, Ash? And then he's he's talking to us. His hands are in plain sight of the computer screen, and Makeup Mobster's high horse is in the chat. The second he got on panel, we know he's a liar. We know he's a liar, Ash. Where did
Yeah,
anybody
he
say
is.
he wasn't? Were we saying he's a credible person?
Oh, he's
Did
not
you hear us
credible.
say he's credible? Of course he's a liar. So, anyways, I'm going to go back to um, what I was saying before. So, he had come into the chat and he was really gaslighting that day in Mandy's stream. And that's when things really came to a head. Makeup Mobster had called him out the night before in a community post, and it's still up for anybody that needs to see it. Excuse me. You just go straight to Makeup Mobster's community post, and she shares a screenshot of Makeup Mobster's high horse. Now, 2 weeks ago, I want to say around 2 weeks ago, the very same comment was not Makeup Mobster's high horse. It was his other name. Before that, it was Vern. This is how people don't cover their tracks. He's a sloppy troll. He didn't know what he was doing. He outed himself, right? But the thing is, he always typed a certain way. He had a very specific style of typing, always typing the same way. That started to change. A lot of things started to change at the end. And when he was on camera, for anybody to sit here and say, he did this alone, he didn't do this with anybody else, bullshit. He gave his password to somebody. Whether he dropped that in a Discord or he gave it to someone privately, it doesn't matter to me, because you know what? If he gave it to one person, that person could have given it to two other people and no one would know about it. It doesn't mean you had knowledge of it, Ash. It doesn't mean anybody's accusing you of knowing, Ash.
Ash says once we booted him, there was no acceptance. Then there would be no reason to protect anyone. He might be protecting somebody.
But Ash, you don't know his personal relationships with other people. You don't know what other people do. You don't know what he's saying in DMs to somebody else. You don't know if he's got some kind of, you know, you don't even know the dynamic he might have between another subscriber or creator. You don't know this. You for anybody to sit and say, I know this. Oh, she didn't do this. She did this. And I know for a fact nobody knows anything
No, we
unless
don't
they're
know
there.
either. And I think Tiffany Marie did say that she doesn't know for sure either. And we, none of us know
Ash
for
comes
sure.
in the middle or whatever, and she just assumes that people are saying something that they're not, and
But actually,
it's very upsetting, Ash, because people will come and try to talk about something and explain something, and here you come in like a wrecking ball, throwing things off, distracting the chat, distracting the panel, making a big problem when everything's fine. Carla came on this morning because her child is going into detox today. Like, this wasn't supposed to be an argument. Please take it somewhere else. If you want to have an opinion, have an opinion. But don't say you know anything for facts.
no, actually, she did say Ash 274. She did say that none of us know for sure.
I said it was my opinion.
It was
It's
her
my
opinion.
opinion that he did not drop that link in a Discord. That's my opinion. I think he gave the link to his YouTube channel and his password to one person. That's what I believe. So tell me, Ash, what do I have people believing? Tell me in the chat what I have people believing, because I've never told anybody what I think until just this morning.
And we all have a right to our opinion. Ash 274 has a right to her opinion, and we have a right to our opinions too.
I'll never tell her she can't have an opinion. I would
Yeah, I
never
know,
tell her
I
she
know,
can't.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. You said that was your opinion. That's what you can. But the chats from last night believed you guys' story was true. Mandy said she has undeniable proof for, where is it? I don't know.
I can't
I
speak to
fell
that.
asleep. Yeah, we can't speak to that.
I have no idea.
She'll have to show that.
I can't answer I cannot answer questions about what Mandy knows and what Leanna know. I don't know. It's not my business, and I don't want to have any knowledge. I don't know what they know, or if Leanna knows, or what she knows, what she doesn't, what Mandy knows, what Mandy doesn't. I'm me. I can only speak for me. But I have full belief that it'll be handled whatever way that it needs to be. Let's be honest. You know how Mandy is. You can't deny that much. Ash, when did you come in? I'm just wondering, because I just explained that also a
Yes,
little
actually,
bit
she did
ago.
explain that she had problems with Mandy too. So you
If
must have come in
anybody,
after that.
if anybody in this community knows, what, has gone on this past year, it's with Mandy, it's definitely me, Ash. I think of all people, you would know that because I shared those things with you, and I was very open about that with everybody. It has been a very difficult road with her. That I will not deny. Okay. But we're here and now, and I'm putting my differences aside because it's important and it's the right thing to do. A lot of people will also, it hurts me to see this because, hold on, I'll come back to this because Ash is in the chat. John said something similar, except he said he has proof that Starlight's crew is working with Marky Mark. He was asked for proof and he changed the subject and refused. Do you see why we have doubts? Okay, but Ash, do you realize, and I want to just say this too. John is probably one of the most credible people. He is, out of a handful of people in this community, he is one of the most credible people, content creators. He doesn't bullshit. He doesn't lie to people. He's not going to sell you a dream and then you turn around and there's nothing in the box. He's not that kind of guy. He's not going to give you anything until he's got everything he needs to present it to people. Can you at least give him the benefit of the doubt until he does that? Maybe a little patience, because I see people jumping the gun constantly. It's never ending. Everybody wants it and they want it right now. And if people were to do that, How is anything going to work? You know what? Sometimes things need to be handled the right way. Kind of like when people hold panels and lives and they don't have any of the correct information and they make themselves look completely ridiculous. Why would
Well,
John want to do that? Don't you think he want to have his facts all together?
for sure he's a liar, the
Of
Marky
course he
Mark
is.
guy. He is a liar. We know that. But what else is he lying about? That's what people are questioning, actually.
Okay, so Ash says, and going by what Mark said last night, he dropped the info into Discord for people to use before the CPS call, and that is for sure a lie. So, no, he is lying. Ash, did you not just hear me say, I don't believe that Mark dropped a link or his password to a Discord full of how many, I don't even know how many people? No, don't believe it for a second. I believe Mark gave his password to at least one person. And if that person shared it with other people, that's a very big possibility. So that's what my opinion is.
Trisha
That's
said,
that's
someone
it.
send me pro login info. Guess what? I deleted it and I told the person not to send that.
I don't want it either.
I wouldn't want it.
I want no information about anything. The police can have it. I don't want that. Anybody who knows me knows I want nothing. I don't want anything that doesn't have to do with me. If it had to do with me, yeah, I would take it, but it doesn't have to do with me and I'm not taking information. I think I think I've been really like kind and I've been answering Ash's questions. She's not going to come up here. So then he's
So then
still
he's
lying.
still lying.
Yeah, we see where you're going with this, Ash. We see where you're going with this. The thing is, whether he's a liar or not, he didn't act alone because the live he did proves that right in front of our faces. Why is it that when people see things with their own eyes, you try to tell them they didn't? I want to know. It's annoying, really, and it's getting old.
We didn't tell him anything. He's been
I don't care what
working and
Mark
watching
said.
since Pink. But people are going to believe what they believe, right?
Of
I
course,
mean,
they are. Mm-hmm. People are going to believe what they want to believe, but it's hard when, you know, this is what ultimately this is what happens. You come on here to try to explain something, and what my original you had asked
yeah, you're
Remy
just going to give us a recap.
Remy and you had asked me just for one simple thing,
Hmm.
and I it's early in the morning. I'm over here like talking all loud. My son's probably gonna wake
Okay.
up and be like, "What the heck?" It's only 9 o'clock. So anyways, it's like very stressful to come up here to talk about one thing and then, somebody comes into the chat and starts typing huge paragraphs like, of course I know he's a liar. I'm seeing people write in chats that we had no one had a conversation. Did you not see our mics muted? Did you not see that we didn't speak once? We were listening. He didn't even know we were on the phone call. How the heck are we talking to this guy? We're not talking to him. Are you kidding me? And then I see people saying that I've seen more lies about myself on YouTube than I've ever seen anywhere in my whole entire life. People run away with their own thoughts and they think they know everything about. And that's another thing. If you don't mind if I say this, I don't know what your feelings on a certain creator are, and I won't even say her name out of respect for your channel. But when you sit before people and you've got a chat of 300 subscribers and viewers, and you're saying, she would never do that. He would never do this. I know they would never do that. What the hell? Does this person know what people do in their own time? Does this person know what people are doing while they're even on the phone with someone if they have a device in their hand. And then you've got a channel creator telling their viewers that they know for a fact this person could never do something. Okay, it's not fair. Everybody needs to be honest with themselves that we don't know what people are doing on the other side of the phone, or we don't know what people are doing in the privacy of their own homes with their own devices. We don't know. It could be your best friend. It doesn't matter. We don't know. Yes, we'd like to think that we know people, but sometimes you don't. Look at what Oni did. Those people didn't know he was doing these things. They were best friends with him.
Yeah, and for years, I didn't even know he ever even talked to you or commented to you at all. Knew nothing of it. But she did come in here saying it was her opinion. Now,
No, she's talking to the truth. I believe
oh,
Tracy
okay.
is saying,
Sorry, I'm
so
missing it.
no, Ash, you don't need to go. I'm sorry. It stresses me out that you have very little patience with me, and I try to have patience with you. And I've asked you several times, like, you know how to get a hold of me. You know how to talk to me. A lot of people do. And if someone wants to talk to me, they can talk to me. I'm open to communication. I'm actually a huge communicator. So, instead of lying on me, why don't you come to me and ask me so I can explain to you before you go around lying about me all the time? Until you see real proof, it's all conjecture and speculation. But you know what's not conjecture and speculation? The fact that he was on that channel with his hands in plain sight of the computer screen, and his alt was commenting in the chat underneath him. So, Ash, why don't you explain that? Who was doing that for him? Who knew all of these things?
That
Same could
didn't
be
look
said to
good.
you. I don't know what you mean, Ash. But so basically, I want to know, wait a minute, I want to go back to the truth because her voice is so important. And she's had so many things happen to her the last couple days. People trolling in her comments, pretending to be, other people. She's getting blamed for it. Like she has time to troll people, on her own channel. People forget, like, the truth is going through some things. She's having a really rough time, and she's kind to everybody. She doesn't deserve the hate that she gets. She doesn't. I just want to find
Doesn't.
out what they were trying to say back and forth.
What are you talking
Samara, finish what you were saying before Ash came in. Well, like I could remember.
about? So it just wasn't that clear to me, the hands. Well, a lot of us thought it was like weird. So
What was?
Tiffany, that his hands were showing, and
Yeah.
a troll account that he claims that he is working with alone was typing in the chat. So yeah, it did not look good.
So the truth is saying he was a proven liar before the epic live they all did to defend him. Simple. So, yeah, let's talk about that epic live that Mandy Lynn is keeping so private and won't release to anybody because Makeup Mobster would have to pry it out of her cold, dead hands. Have you questioned Mandy Lynn, Ash, like you question us? Like you question me? Like you question Leanna? Why don't you question your own people? Why don't you ask Mandy Lynn why she's hiding that? You might want to know. Like, aren't you curious? Don't you want to know? Or do you have information that we don't and you
You go
support
the
the fact
truth.
that she's hiding it? What are you trying to protect her for, who's obviously protecting him, who's hiding things? Ash. Because before you sit there and say, I'm shady or I'm doing something or whatever the hell you run away with every single day, there's something new. Why don't you question the fact that Mandy Lynn is hiding her live stream that everybody should have access to? Because there was a lot that went on in that chat, and there's people that didn't see certain things that they want to see. Why is Mandy Lynn hiding it? And why do you support her hiding it?
Yeah, she actually, why doesn't she show everything she has? That's kind of shady too.
Well, do you
Have to
support it,
admit.
Ash? No, I don't want you to do that. Do you support it? Are you cool with it? Because you seem like you are. I've seen you defend the fact that she's hiding it. No, you can't force her to put it up. But why would she hide it? Are you questioning her is my question.
And the truth is out.
Hey,
Man,
Tracy.
I don't want my camera on.
It's okay. Just hide your
Turn it off.
lens or come back in.
Turn it off.
I don't know how, Carla. You know I don't know how to do
Do
nothing.
you know when you
Oh.
come in how to turn it off before you come in,
Yeah, but
Tracy?
it didn't give me the option.
It didn't?
Oh.
Okay, no. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm just going to say this and then I'm going to get down. Ash 274. I'm not arguing with you. I swear I'm not. But on Mandy's stream that day, Remy D, it was proven that Mark made the cancer comment to me under the name Mark Fraga. It was proven. That's how I met the dude. I didn't know about Marky Mark until I caught up with him over at Pink's. But he said to Remy's face, Remy said, Mark, do you have any other accounts? And he said, no. She said, you've never gone under any other name. He said, no. But then he admitted to the cancer comment, and that was under the name of Fraga. So right there on right there that day, he was proven a liar. But you guys still went on and did this epic live stream that nobody's allowed to see. You can only hear to defend this dude. That's all I'm saying is he was proven a liar on Mandy Bell's panel the very first day. And then you all went on to defend him so vigorously. And now it seems like because Tiffany Marie and Makeup Mobster and Mandy Bell and even myself, I said from the get-go, this dude didn't get this information that he's been going around with on his own. Somebody has fed him information. Maybe somebody else is not using his account to troll. But he's gotten information, personal information on people, and he didn't get it on his own. And it seems like the only people he put personal information out about are people that have a problem with certain people. So I'm sure you can understand, Ash. And like I said, I'm not here to argue, man. I'm over the argument. I got hit so hard the other night, I was a basket case. See my socks? But he was proven a liar that day. He really was. And I know you got booted from the stream or whatever. But I have
We
no
know
doubt.
Ash is not. This is another thing. Stop
Right.
the Madness
I
says
don't
Ash
think
isn't dumb. We know Ash isn't dumb, and it kind of irritates me that Ash is as smart as she is, but she's pretending she doesn't. She doesn't get it. She gets it. Trust me, she gets it. She's a lot smarter than she leads on right now, and it's pretty annoying.
and I can comfortably say, I do not think Ash 274 participated in this mean trolling. I don't.
I hope she didn't.
But there are some that I do feel okay, once again, this is my opinion. But there are some that I feel like that would and are and continually to
Not to
do it.
be what a person. So maybe stop and think before you answer so quickly all the time. You don't even stop to think. You just run off at the mouth. You don't even stop. You don't come up for air, Ash. Maybe you would notice some things. It's unbelievable to me. There once was a time where all of us got along, and there once was a time where everybody was on the same page. But, it's like all of that has gone to hell. Can people hear me?
Oh,
Can the
sorry
chat
about
hear
that.
me?
Yeah, I was muted. I forgot I'm muted because I went to get a
It's
coffee.
okay.
No,
All right.
everybody has a right to their own opinion, and everybody's going to have their own opinion of what they believe.
I want
You
Tracy
know,
to be able to talk. Can she come back? Because she's been through a
Tracy,
lot, and I really feel bad for Tracy. Like, I want
Tracy,
her to
can you
be
come
able to
back up?
speak. Come back up, Tracy.
Yeah, he did a lot to her.
Yeah, he did. You know, the things that he said to
I'm
her are
just letting everybody
unforgivable.
speak. Everybody has a right to their own opinion,
I only
and
came
we're
up
all
here
gonna.
with Remy, so I came up to
I know
explain where to find the lives
you're
and
fine. You're
how
fine.
to.
You're doing fine.
I just don't want this to look like it's, you got people in the chat saying that I defend Mark. No, I don't. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not.
Yeah, well, Mandy Lynn wasn't very nice when it came to Crazy Nurse Granny, so I have an
So
opinion
Ash,
about that too.
you support what Mandy Lynn said to Crazy Nurse Granny? Really? Like, your feelings on Mandy Lynn is fine. You can feel however you want to feel, but do you support what she said? Just like, do you support her hiding her stream from everybody while she sat there and said, Mark, check your Discord, check Discord, check Discord, hurry up. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. The whole time he was inside Mandy's stream that day, and when he was on panel, certain people came in begging him to get off. Why? Why?
Because
Tell
they
me
believed
people are
that,
not covering his shit up for him. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. It looks shady to me.
yeah, it didn't look good after we found out that he was definitely that troll. That surely didn't look good.
It's also kind of funny that Makeup Mobster's family that she has protected in her grief series never has said their names. She gave them specific names to conceal their identities. Mandy Lynn has already confessed and apologized. Like, I believe she's so sorry. She's already
Yeah,
confessed and apologized to Makeup Mobster, right, for doing that, for finding out all of her family's information from wives to brothers to aunts, uncles, all these people she has information on, their full names, right? And Mark's troll accounts are listing them off. Let's get real here. For really, I'm sick of it. It's disgusting. Really. Do you support
well,
that, Ash?
now he says he's been lurking around this community for a year.
He subbed to Makeup Mobster in February.
And that's another thing he said too that kind of didn't make sense is that he's been subbed to her for a couple years. Didn't he
Mm.
say that?
You know what? I didn't hear that part. I never heard
Oh, I
him
heard
say
it.
he was
I
subbed for a
heard him.
couple years. I missed that, so
Yeah, he said that. He did
I
say
can't
that.
speak to that.
So that's another lie.
I miss things. I'm not always like listening to every single thing. Stewie,
Morning,
hey.
Stewie. Morning, Stewie.
I need to take my headphones out so I can plug my phone into the charger. So just let
Okay,
me know if there's any kind of echo, okay? I don't want to mess up.
okay, sure.
Can you
Morning,
hear
Wendy
okay?
B. Yeah,
Do I
so
echo?
no, you're fine.
Okay.
So here's the bottom line is we have to agree to disagree because you guys are going to believe what you believe and we're going to believe what we believe actually. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
I
I
want to know why.
personally,
Sorry, Carla. Go ahead.
it's
Sorry,
just
I
my
interrupted.
personal opinion that he was working with somebody. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right because who knows? He's a liar. You know what I mean?
I can say with full certainty, he didn't do this alone because he was on camera while his sock account was typing in the stream underneath
Exactly.
him. And as soon as his face hit the camera, they started typing. They were gone for about, I want to say maybe 3 to 6 minutes before he popped on. And the second his face popped up, there was his troll right underneath him. And then he throws his hands up, says, "See, it can't be me." What?
Exactly. Yeah. I
Did
remember that. I was
he
watching.
fell off the turnip truck? Like, seriously.
That troll made like
Didn't.
one comment. Yeah. But
Ash,
that
it
was to
didn't.
prove that it wasn't him.
So Ash is saying that troll made like one comment, a quick comment. No, that troll made many comments for a while inside that stream. The troll was in there until Brian St. John went live. That troll was talking, Makeup Mobster's High Horse, Marky Mark's old Mandy's t-shirt maker, Kex, whatever, I won't say it on the stream. And Vern Plumley, that account was in the stream underneath him the whole time. So how are you going to say, Ash, that the troll made a quick comment? That is not true.
No,
Far
yeah, it
more.
made a few comments. Lennon, we all wanted
So,
him to come to Discord.
yeah.
Isn't the problem.
You know what's a problem to me? I'm going to tell you what a problem is to me. So everybody's up in arms that why didn't Makeup Mobster tell us a month ago? First of all, she didn't have all her facts and she wasn't going to come and tell people things if she was going to be wrong. She waited to have everything solid in her hand before she brought it to her audience because she doesn't want to mislead people. Okay. Makeup Mobster has always been the same person. She doesn't lie to people, she doesn't run around making up stories. I've watched her. I was I was in her streams a year ago. I've been watching her for a very long time. And if she was that way, I wouldn't want to be there. People think like, people just support. I'm not like that. I support who I think and who I believe deserves my support. Number one, it's sickening to me that people will sit here and say Makeup Mobster didn't tell us a month ago. If she had this information a month ago, why didn't she say something then? When Makeup Mobster finally did speak out, Amanda Lynn held a live stream of what? How many people were on that panel doubting her, saying she was a liar, talking about
That's
her?
true.
They
Yeah, that's true.
stoned her. They completely stoned her. So, what makes anybody think that they would have believed her a month ago when she found some of the things that led to him? She didn't have everything she needed. But when she finally did, all of these people doubted her and made her feel like she was, or wanted to make her feel like she was crazy. Why? And then Marsha White Sharkey is going to turn around and say, well, she should have said something a month ago. I wish she would have told us a month ago. Why? Because anybody would have believed her then? Really?
Exactly.
It's
That's
amazing.
true too, because you guys wanted proof because dogged her because she didn't have proof when she was outing him, and then when you found out it was true, you asked why she didn't expose him a month ago, and that's the
It's
truth.
not just him gaslighting her, though. And that's the thing. Trisha Not Trish said he was gaslighting her. Duh. Yeah, he was gaslighting her. But you know what? There's a lot of people gaslighting Makeup Mobster. It's not just Marky Mark. And I think that speaks volumes for the people that are treating her this way. Because at the end of the day, she's a victim of this man. So who are you
Yeah,
really
she is.
supporting?
She is a victim, and the truth was a victim, and anybody he trolled was a victim.
And not only is she the victim of Marky Mark, she's a victim of a swatting. A lot of people that were on the panel the night that she was swatted are now throwing stones at her. They have a lot of nerve, every single one of them. There are people that I really believed were just like such good people. And I look back and I'm like, was this how they were all along? Did I not see? Like, was I wrong in my judgment of them? You know, it's all fine and great when they were on that panel, but now they have no respect for her. She was swatted. Her family was swatted. That could have gone so horribly wrong. Her dog could have taken one wrong move. The dog barking at the last minute, because her dog didn't bark until he felt stress from her. He didn't start barking until Leanna started really wrestling about in the house. And if the police would have shot her dog and she could have fallen to the floor, that could have gone so horribly wrong. Her child running out behind her, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me how anybody can even hate on her. Do you know what she's been put through? She's handled it far better than I ever could.
I didn't know. I didn't actually know who this person was, so I didn't have an opinion until I started watching like all this stuff go down. So, but I just find it hard to believe he was working by himself. That's all. That's my opinion, and I have a right to my opinion. And people
Leanna
are going
said
to.
she believes, I believe she wrote in the chat, if I remember correctly, Makeup Mobster said in the chat last night that she believes he was working alone up until the end. So if people want to know what she believes, that's what she wrote in the chat. I believe, I don't know anything, but all I know is the day that he was on that panel, his alt account was working for him in the chat while he was on the screen. And anybody who's going to sit here and say that didn't happen, I question them.
Wendy says, notice they never came for me. My being their video because I busted them. They didn't say a word. Seriously, I just got to 180's troll stream, block everyone in the chat. Your wide YouTube life will be better.
The Truth wants to know from Ash, honest question. If you see proof that others were involved, are you done with these people?
That's a good question, actually. What if the
So
proof does come out that he was working with other people?
Ash's answer is, I am more invested in these other people than I was him. I mean, you are people didn't ditch you when it was shown you were troll account. So Ash is saying basically she wouldn't, she, oh, okay, she says, I can't say what I will do or won't do. Okay, fair enough.
That's a fair question. That's a fair answer, really.
Nobody really knows what they would do, I guess, at the end of the day. And, you know, I can't judge if I can't judge what people will do with their friends or what they support or what they don't. But um, we all have our own feelings about people, whether we agree on it or not. It's not really about anything else except what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And it seems like our community has a hard time figuring out what the right thing to do is. It's really not hard to be a good, decent, honest person and do the right thing.
Exactly. I'm not
You know, I've
defending him,
heard,
Montana's guy. He's gone as far as I'm concerned. He's gone as far as I'm concerned.
what'd you say, Carla?
Oh, I just read Ash's comment. She said
Okay.
she's not defending him, Montana's guy. He's gone as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, but don't don't put Makeup Mobster down because she didn't bring it to everybody's attention a month ago when you guys dogged her when she finally did, because she wanted to go with the the truth. She
So
wanted to have her all her eggs in a row before she did.
Ash is asking, what is the right thing? Ash, do you need us to tell you what the right thing to do is?
I don't think it's right to still Because you guys would still be friends with him, correct? If she hadn't exposed him,
Oh my God, you should have
everybody.
heard them all going after Makeup Mobster that night when she tried to tell them what she knew. They went so hard for him. They shit on her so bad. So bad. It was disgusting. She doesn't want anybody to see that. Mandy Lynn will protect that till the death. She doesn't want people to see how dirty she is. Are you kidding me? She's not a woman's woman. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, Ash, but can you admit that you guys are like upset
Whoa,
with
whoa,
anybody
whoa.
that is like a
Ash,
supporter of Laura?
you aren't going to tell me what the right thing to do is when all don't even do it yourselves. Ash, I was asking you if you needed us to tell you what the right thing to do was because you asked, what's the right thing to do? I responded to you, do you need us to tell you? Now you're saying you aren't going to tell me what the right thing to do is. Then don't ask what the right thing to do is. Is this real life? Is this real life? Give me just a second, Carla. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to mute for 1 second. I need to grab a coffee.
All we're saying is that maybe sometimes, at least in my opinion, is the hate for Laura trumps the truth sometimes.
Carla, can you pay attention to what's going on with Ash and the truth in the chat? Because the truth is actually trying to explain something that's very important.
Yeah,
And
where she trolled. Now
okay.
the truth has all already admitted all her troll
Able,
names. She came
are
clean.
you able to scroll? Can you scroll up like to see some of the conversation? Or are you not able to scroll?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
Now you're telling an untruth. Hang on. Republican Ash St. John. I think Ash 274, the truth already told all her names. She exposed herself. You have screenshots of Republican Ash's. Oh my goodness. The old wife said, you have no room to talk. You have many different accounts also. What is the difference? People need to stop with the troll names or other names, period. I didn't. I didn't even know all the Republican Ash troll names. You missed an hour, you missed a lot. Didn't start out like this. Seriously. But you know, a start is having a conversation without screaming and yelling and dragging people. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. Tracy, yeah, she made a troll name but never used it to troll Ash, is what she said. Ash 274. I don't get why. And what about 180? 180 is an admitted troll and says that, I mean, is proud of it, and you guys are okay with that. Like, I don't understand.
It's what they do, Carla.
Like, why is it okay for only certain trolls? Like, he's been really nasty to supporters of Laura. So why
He's
does
been
that
nasty.
make it? So why does that make him all right? Because he's on that side? Like, I really don't understand that.
Let me scroll down a little bit. The truth is saying that she had an alt account, but and yeah, she said the name, some of the name. What did she say? She had. I want to get it right. Let me find this. She said, I want to read this. This comes from Tracy. because she's being accused of doxing people. She said, I wasn't proven to be a troll. I had another account that I attached ugly names to, but I didn't troll and dox. You will never be shown that. It didn't happen. So
And
if somebody can provide proof where the truth doxed somebody, then maybe you can talk. But until that happens, we all know
exactly,
what
'cause
trolls do.
why do we, this side has to come with proof, but your side doesn't? She's already outed herself. She outed her troll names. She told everybody, and I believe her, that she has never doxed anyone. She doesn't even know
And I
how
do.
to dox anyone, but you continue
Um,
to say she has.
I also want to say, how easy would it be to set the truth up? Let's think about this. Is Ash still in here? Because I'm far up on the chat. Ash would know this. How easy would it be to take a picture, right? The same one that the truth used on her sock account. How easy would it be to take a picture, make your own account with the name that she used, and start running around commenting places and doxing people? Let's get real here. It's getting old.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's more going on. And if she's saying she didn't do it, I do believe her.
I believe her
Obviously, I wasn't
too.
there. I can't say for sure what she does or what she doesn't do, but I believe she would admit it. I do. I think if she messed up, I think Tracy would admit it. I don't think she seems to
Well,
be
Ash, she already said she wants to see it because it never happened.
she's
And
asking
how
you
do
to
you know it
provide it.
wasn't a troll name? Like, anybody can make a troll name with our names on it and say it's
Mhm.
us. Just have to grab a picture and there, you got a troll name.
She
Or
used her own email address. So, number one, Tracy, can I ask you, because I've not gotten involved in this situation, have you saved the link? Is that account still active where you can see it and you have the link to it? And then do you have the link of the account that was doxing people, or do other people have the link of the account that was doxing people so that we can compare the two accounts? And Ash, stop telling people to stop believe what you want, make your crazy theories. No one's making any crazy theories. That's what trolls do. It's not a theory and it's not crazy. So stop trying to be a jerk. You don't need to come in here and insult people. Maybe you should be the mayor of the neighborhood since you know everything. No, it's not even arguing. You can't even have a conversation. Nothing can ever be handled with you, Ash. It's like talking to a wall. You do insult. You just said to make crazy theories. It's not a crazy theory to say somebody could have easily taken the same picture and stuck it on an account with the name that she used for her alt to make it look like it was her. That's what trolls do. That's not a theory. It's
that is
what
what
could have
trolls do.
happened. And I'm sure that's exactly what's happening. And they're doing it to her. What's crazy to you? Oh, that's a crazy theory? Whatever. I don't care.
But
And it's
there are
crazy.
some trolls that do. They want to start trouble or keep trouble going.
Yep, Remy D, I have. My account's been cloned and I have seen my picture on an account and my name commenting as me when it wasn't a long time ago.
I think of
Yes.
several people have. I think there was several accounts cloned. That was proven they were clone accounts. I know
Ash says she's not a troll,
she
so
said,
it's
I'm not
crazy
a
to her.
troll, so it's crazy to her. You don't have any troll accounts?
I think what Ash is saying is that she has alt account. She's not like a professional troll. She's not
And
out
you,
there like
yeah,
trolling
you always
people.
say who you are. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
consider it a troll if you come into a chat because you're blocked and you say, it's me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't consider that being a troll. because that's you're doing it for a reason. But to be just mean,
Okay, so Ash just said there have been quite a few accounts made with my real name, her, and with stupid, insulting names. It happens to us all. So then, how is what I just said crazy? Does that make sense? You make no sense, Ash. You make no sense. Like, I feel like I want to bang my head against the wall when I talk to you.
why
Makes no
have
sense.
alternate accounts? I am being honest here. I mean, it makes people guilty of other stuff when they do that. I don't know. I don't do it. I guess I don't piss people off enough.
And I also want to say I'm sorry. I just want to say this while I'm up here. Ash and I obviously have our own differences. So if I'm paying attention to her comments, I apologize. I'm not really seeing everybody's comments, but you know, I
Uh,
feel this way. I
crazy
feel that
nurse,
Ash had
crazy
what?
nurse Granny says, I think Brian St. John's behavior desensitized everyone to going real life, like calling cops, parents doxing. He made videos bragging, and now it's out of control. And that's true. And you support him, correct, Ash? Drop a link again. Okay, Truth is going to come back up.
Um, can I just ask Ash, who you're talking to in the comment you just wrote about you were saying we would try to set her up? Who are you talking to, Ash?
There you go, Tracy.
I just want to make sure you're not talking to me because I didn't say that you would try to set anybody up. I didn't say you specifically.
There are people that
Whoever's bothering Tracy, I believe. Me? Ash, I said that you were trying to set her up.
No, I'm not wrong. She said, Crazy Nurse Granny said it desensitized people to, going real life because he seems to be accepted.
No, Ash said to say we would try to set her up. Now I was talking. I was going to look for proof of that specific account from months ago. I don't know that I have any, but I can surely look. Oh, okay. So I'm not saying that you were trying to set her up. That's not what I meant. I hope that it didn't come out that way, Ash. I wasn't saying you were trying to set anybody up. Sorry about that, if that's the way it came out.
Okay, I'm going to explain
Tracy?
this one more time. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, no one knew about my alternate account. Not any of the Patreons, not Laura, not nobody. I started an alternate account. The name was Time Bandit. He was a very nice troll. When he did disagree with somebody, he being me, when I did disagree with somebody under Time Bandit, I was still very nice. Anybody remember Time Bandit? He was a nice troll. And the reason I did that is because I didn't have my channel for a long time. I was just on YouTube. So he went from being the Time Bandit, and then I started getting pounded with people trolling me under my son's name. I think it was Chance's meth addiction or something. By the way, his addiction was opiates. He did experiment with meth, but his addiction was opiates. And I just had people coming at me. Now, Ash274 just asked me if I have proof of those. The Time Bandit did not dox you, Stu. He quit.
I was asking you, Tracy, if you had the link. That way
I
we
have
could
the
compare.
link. I have the link to my alternate account, but I do
Okay.
not have the link because what is happening the other night, I was so upset because people are coming at me saying that they were being doxxed. I couldn't see the dox.
So they were
Whoever was,
blocking you.
yes, that's what they're doing. They're blocking me and then allegedly doxing people, and I can't see it. So I was so upset because I don't want anybody to be doxxed. That's what was so upsetting to me.
So how did you
Because
know, how did you know they were commenting though? Like, how did you know that they were saying that you were being or you were doxing people if you couldn't see them?
because people were coming in saying, "Oh my God, you're going to allow, this person to be doxxed or that person to be doxxed," and I was like, "What the hell are y'all talking about? I don't see anybody being doxxed," and that was the truth. So that's why I had to
That's what
figure
they
out what
do.
to do with my comments. So I just deleted all of them. And of course, I get another account come in under Jennifer Lynn. I'm not going to say it is her because it's not her normal picture or whatever. But then I get an account come in under Jennifer Lynn saying, thank God I got screenshots of all of the doxing you did." Okay. I deleted the comments to
So
avoid.
Jennifer Lynn is the one that ultimately accused you.
Yeah. And she said she's going to show proof that I
Okay.
doxed people. I'm waiting on
So
the
is
proof.
anybody in here that can actually
She
get that proof?
accused me of saying that she called CPS. I never, ever, ever, ever said
Oh,
that, ever.
I did say that. I did say that.
Well, but I didn't. She accused me of saying it.
No, I did say that. You don't go looking for somebody's address and then a week later
Well,
CPS
I
knocks
didn't
on their
say it.
door.
She accused
That
me of
that makes
saying
you
it.
look suspicious. I've got nothing to hide. The only thing I did with my alternate account was get pissed off occasionally because I had a nasty name to it. Two items I attached to my alternate account, they were not nice names. Republican Ash. I don't even know if it was Republican Ash. Something to do with Republican Ash, and it had Brian's ass on it, I think. I snort my pills, and Daddy's a little hoe. There you go.
And you
I should have
Okay,
just,
apologized for
so
that.
yeah, but I did not troll under those accounts. I did not attack under those accounts. I did not uh, dox. So and now if you go look at my alternate account, the name of it is called because a friend asked me or something. Because I talked to Republican Ash the other night and I told her I did attach her name to my troll account one time. I was not Republican retard, the one running around dropping her full name. None of those. I did any of that. Now, could they, like you just said, Tiffany, could they create an account to try to make it look like me? But that's not going to fly unless it goes back to the email attached to my alternate account.
okay, so nobody knew that these were your accounts. I just want to make sure I'm following this so I understand
No,
all of
because
it
she
Right.
here.
didn't
Nobody.
troll.
Exactly. I
And
didn't use them.
So
Did I leave a comment here or there because I forgot to log out of my normal account? Because I would go into my alt when I'd be blocked and they'd be talking shit about me. So I'd go into my alternate
okay.
account. So did I leave a comment here or there? Maybe, but you will not see where I trolled, where I doxed, uh, nothing. It won't be shown. And if somebody comes with proof, they need to come with proof that I can give to somebody who can investigate and make sure it goes back to that Gmail account.
Since
Which
Ash is in here, I would like Ash. I'm asking her,
on it.
can she? Oh, sorry, Tracy. I want to know if Ash can get a hold of Jennifer Lynn and get the proof that Jennifer Lynn is speaking of having, since Ash is the speaker for the community over there, if she can get that information from Jennifer Lynn so that you can have it and so that you can compare the two accounts that are being,
Oh, wait
that
a
are
minute.
set
You
to
want me
you.
to give? You want me to give Jennifer Lynn my
No,
alternate log? My
no,
alternate
no, no. I
because I
want
don't even know
Ash.
the login to it. I have the account attached to it.
I want, because Jennifer Lynn said that she has the other account that was doing the doxing. Am I not following this correctly? Didn't Jennifer Lynn say she has the account that was doing the doxing the other night?
Oh, you're roboting, really, Tiffany. Anybody else?
I don't know who, yeah, you are, but not bad. Um, didn't she say,
Said I've got nothing evil to hide other than names that I attached to that account. That's all that was bad. And they were bad accounts, but nothing worse than what they said or did to me.
Well, she did dox. Jennifer Lynn did dox. Didn't she ask for Laura's information? So what makes that right? Because it's Laura?
Like I said, I'm done with this. I spent hours blocking people the other day. I mean, I
Really?
had some troll come into my thing and say they were going to tell on me on Twitter. And then Jennifer I'm not even going to say it was the Jennifer Lynn. It was an account with the name Jennifer Lynn came in right at the same time as this troll and said, "How do you like that? You're going to be famous on Twitter or something like that." And I was like, "Oh, Jesus. I don't want to be famous on Twitter."
Well, Tiffany Marie came up because I just needed a recap of last night and kind of went to crazy after that because she said it was her opinion. Now we're all entitled to our own opinion. I'm not confused. I don't know anything about the doxing of the truth, so I wasn't paying any attention to that. And a lot of people, that's a lot of the problem is a lot of things go on that we miss. Tiffany Marie is back. Hi, Tiffany. You there?
I'm here. Is Tracy gone?
Yeah, she did dropped off. I don't know if she's coming back or
Okay.
not.
So I'm sorry that I was roboting. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. I was asking, am I correct on this? Now I don't know because Tracy's gone. Um, it was my understanding that Jennifer Lynn is the one that said that Tracy was trolling. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. I can't speak for the oh here you go. The truth. I'm gonna
Because what I'm asking is for
yeah,
Ash
I can't
to
speak
get the
for
link
her.
from Jennifer Lynn.
Here you go, the truth. Come back up because I can't speak
Laura,
for her.
no one's cutting my hair, girl. Um, she wants to tie me down and cut off all my hair. You freaking
Yeah,
torture
because
me.
you've got long luxurious hair. We're all
Thank you.
jealous. Look at mine.
What I want, all I want is for Jennifer Lynn to provide this link. If Jennifer Lynn is the one that, if I'm wrong, someone please tell me in the chat.
I
Am
have
I
no
correct
idea.
that Jennifer Lynn, am I correct that Jennifer Lynn has the link to this alleged troll account that's been doxing people pretending to be the truth? She said she had access to the link. Can somebody get that and give it to Tracy so that she can compare these links so she can prove that it's not her doing it? That's all she's asking.
No, we're
Not a
not.
heart on.
We'll try the link again, Tracy. See if we robot. I'm sure I could ask Jennifer what the deal is and to drop whatever proof she may have. Well, she said that I was like, I accused her of calling
No,
CPS on Laura.
Tracy needs the link so that she can compare her link. That's
Right.
really important so that she can prove that these troll accounts are not her. So whoever's got the link that says that Tracy doxed someone needs to provide that link to Tracy in an email. Tracy, can you um possibly put your email in the chat so that anybody that has these links can send them to you? Enough
Yeah.
bullshit now, everybody, and give what she needs so that she can prove herself. That's fine, Ash. I appreciate you asking.
All I can do is ask her to prove what
No
she
one said
can. I have no other control over that.
no one said Ash has control over anybody. I'm just
No.
saying, since she has a direct, a direct communication line to her for her to ask, hey, do you have this link? Because Tracy's saying it's not her. Tracy deserves to be able to prove that she's innocent here when it comes to doxing people. She
And
doesn't
truth,
need to be accused of
and
that.
Tracy asked, I asked for the proof and I was told I will see it when she's ready to show it. Now that's like
Uh,
the standard
No, no.
thing. They always hold things
Then you
back.
know what? Her word means nothing. If that was her response, that Tracy will get it when she feels like it, I don't believe it. Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
that's what
really
all the
think.
ex-patrons said too. They held everything back and had everything back, and we'll show it, and we'll show it, and we'll show it. And then it turns out that, you know,
Yeah, I wanted to know too, Lennon. Great question. Who invited Marky to Discord? Anybody know? Who sent
I
his
have no
info?
idea. Yeah, who did
Because
he
I'm
have it for?
under the impression that he was closest to Mandy Lynn. He had a very special kind of friendship with her. That's what I know.
Did Mandy see IP addresses that's attached to Marky Mark? That's a good question.
I don't know what she saw. I didn't see that, and I did not hear that part of the conversation. You know, everybody thinks that I know everything or I have some kind of special information.
Did she accuse you of doxing her kids, Tracy?
Yeah, I believe somebody said
Yeah,
that.
so if you know, when you make an accusation like that, you better have proof. That's what you demanded from Makeup Mobster is proof, like proof positive that Marky Mark was a troll. And that yet they're allowed to throw out accusations with no proof. That's what I don't understand. Why is it so different when they do it?
Carla, I want to say something very important quickly about Discord and the way that it works because people are under the assumption, and Laura, while you're here, because I know that, okay, people could go into a Discord and you might see, we'll use A, B, C, and D for rooms, okay? So you go into a Discord and there's a general chat, and then you can see that there's an A room, a B room, a C room, and a D room, okay? But they're all locked. So you can only get into general. You can see that there's several other rooms, but you can't get into the other ones. Then there's an we'll say an X, Y, and Z room that only certain people can see. So there's 4 people in the X room, there's 3 people in the Y room, and there's 2 people in the Z room. But only the people in those rooms can see it. So you may have entered into a Discord, but you can hide, the server owner can hide whatever room they want to. This is another thing I want to say because it's obviously people do not understand that the server owner can set up rooms so that people cannot see anything. You would never know if there was an X, Y, and Z room. Only the people inside that room can see it. So just because there's 4 rooms that everybody can see doesn't mean that there's not 10 other rooms that other people can't see. And there might just be 2 people in one of those rooms and they'll never say a word that that room even exists because you can't see it. It's able to be hidden. I just want to make sure people know how Discord works. It's not like you can go into a Discord and you're like, oh, I'm in, I can see everything. That's not the case. I just want to make that clear because a lot of people,
I didn't know that.
yeah, a
I
lot of
did not
people
know
believe
that.
it. Yep, yep. I know that, you know, some people think that they could see everything. Whether they can or they can't, I don't know. I don't know what kind of setup there is in people's discords. I've never been in Kimmy's Discord. I am in 2 Discords and none of one of them is not even a part of this community and the other one is a memorial Discord. That's it. So I have left all Discord. I want nothing to do with any kind of I just want to be with my circle and that's it. But um when you're in a Discord, just because you can see certain rooms doesn't mean that there's not 5 other rooms that you can't see. Do you get what I'm saying? So 60 people might be able to see general chat and we'll say a friends chat. And then there might be best friends, and that's got 20 people in it, but friends in general can't see best friends. And then you might have um another chat where there's only 10 people in it, so the other 20 people can't see. Do you understand? Do people follow in the chat?
Yeah, I can understand.
And it's important because people are like, "Oh, I was in the Discord and I didn't see that." You could think you're the most trusted person in Discord, and there might be a room you have no idea exists. So people don't get too full of yourselves.
Um, Ash is asking, I mean, is it her YouTube account that is accusing you now? Jennifer Lynn has 2 Jennifer Lynn accounts. Yeah, I think she does because I blocked both of them.
So I also want to talk about Wendy V for a second, because Wendy V has been recapping channels for a while. And we really do need that in this community, because not everybody can sit up for 7 hours at a time through the night. I mean, I'll go to bed and I wake up and I've slept for 8 hours and the same live stream is running that I fell asleep to. And when people wake up in the morning and all they have to do is listen to 25 minutes of Wendy just clipping things so that people can understand, anybody who has a problem with Wendy recapping for our community because of their own personal beef is only preventing the community from actually hearing what happened. And I think Wendy has done a really good job. And if people think she's biased, then give her some,
I think she
give her
shows 2
some.
sides. I do. I don't think she's biased. I
Yeah,
really don't.
there's nothing wrong with giving her some criticism here and there, and Wendy saying, "Okay, I'll try to do better." But you don't need to sit there and say, "You're not allowed to use this. I'm going to strike you." What does that accomplish? How is there ever going to be any understanding in this community if people are working against one another, especially with a recap channel?
Exactly.
Why? Why do that?
Well, they never did when it was Herbie Herb. She used to do the same thing until like her do her recaps, right? So
Well,
why
I will say Herbie had a really great thing. I loved watching Herbie's
I did too.
recaps. And then Herbie started changing a little bit. And I won't speak badly on Herbie. I have no issues with her. Whatever she feels about me, it's not my business. But I will say, everybody can be biased at times, right? But at the end of the day, a recap channel should not be biased. If a recap sheds you in a negative light, that's on you. Check yourself, not Wendy V. She's only putting stuff together so that people understand things. If you think you look bad, maybe you should listen to the things you say and then say, how can I change my actions so that when Wendy V is recapping things, it doesn't make me look bad? It's only us that can really make ourselves look bad. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. And
Okay.
like the truth says, she's over it. She's never doxed anyone or their kids, and they'll never show proof because it never happened. And I believe her. I absolutely believe her because she came out and she told what her accounts were, and I mean they continued. What her problem with those, or the people on that side have a problem with her, is she does tell the truth and she's brutally honest.
My best advice to Wendy V, and people can get mad at me all they want, no one should have a wrench on Wendy V's channel. No one. So apparently, Wendy V took away Diane's wrench. And Wendy, I like you a lot. I'm an advocate for you. But I will say this: you gave a wrench to someone not too long ago to censor their own comments. And I was like, oh my God, don't do that, because there's certain people that are speaking the truth, and you may not realize certain things are important. And I know you're trying to do the best for everybody, and you seem like a really fair person. My opinion, take everybody's wrench off that channel. That's a recap channel. Nobody should be censoring comments except you. And if you want to keep your channel honest, pull everybody's wrench, or give one person a wrench that has somebody that's a neutral person. That's just my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. But
Wait a
I
minute. Can wrenches censor your comments?
absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
That's how
can.
much I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
Um, Herbie Herb got permission from the channel creators for her recap videos.
Yeah, she did. That's true. Speak truth with love is correct. She used to, way back in the day, it wasn't this serious. Like, we
Horrible.
thought
Yeah.
a lot of problems going on, but it wasn't anything like this. We didn't have the drama community and the true crime community together blending. We didn't have as many people. Irby was somebody who, she would go into Laura's, she would go into all different rooms, and she was accepted everywhere. And you know how people say, like, they're pissed at someone because they went somewhere, they're mad because somebody went in this stream. Irby was allowed to go everywhere because she was recapping channels,
Right.
and she was one of those people you would see everywhere, and she was trying to get each side of the story so that everybody would understand, because she was great at recapping. And I actually had said to her, you should come back and start recapping. We really need someone to do that for us, because these live streams are so long, and to catch up on a live stream that's 8 hours is nearly impossible when you wake up in the morning and then you've got a live stream going, or another live stream happening, and then you forget to even go back and you miss a whole week because you missed one live. So Irby did a great job in recapping, but things kind of, in my opinion, things kind of changed. I think she started to have different opinions, and maybe it's a good thing she took a break for a little while so that she could gather her thoughts and not be biased. Maybe she knew, I don't know, I can't speak for her. But I think it's really important that the recap channels are fair, and I think that it's really important that channel creators are not telling recap channels that they're going to strike them for giving their
Everybody
audience.
the information.
Exactly. Why would you do that? So Wendy just said she pulled Diane's wrench, and that is when she observed that things changed, and Diane now said she's going to strike Wendy V's channel. I certainly hope that's not the case, because Diane's people also, they share an audience. Diane and Wendy V share an audience. So again, if it's showing someone in a negative light and they don't like what's being shown, they don't like their own words. They need to check their own selves. That's the way I feel about it. And that's no disrespect to Diane. That's just the way I feel. I think Wendy V holds a very special place in our community. We need somebody to recap this stuff. We really do.
We do. And I have all utmost respect for her. So, yeah, I think it sucks. And we need to know both sides of every story, like whether we like it or not. I mean, there's, for both, but for all the sides, because nothing's ever going to be solved if we keep this up.
Wendy V can make it very easy by pulling everybody's wrench, and then nobody can say she pulled my wrench, this one pulled my wrench, and no one needs to know who's a wrench on Wendy's channel. If she wants to keep one person as a wrench when she's not around because she's on a different time schedule than us, that's fine. But anybody who holds a wrench should be screenshotting what they take off her channel, and no one should be blocking anybody from her channel. And Wendy may not know if there might be a wrench that's taking comments that she doesn't know about. So my advice to Wendy would to be not to have more than one wrench on her channel. She doesn't go live. She doesn't, I don't believe she needs to have more than one, maybe two at the most, but fix the problem and just take everybody's wrenches so nobody has anything to complain about. And if that's why Diane is mad, that's unfortunate that she's going to strike Wendy now because Wendy took her wrench. That's a bit childish.
Do you think we're ever all going to just be able to coexist in this community? I mean, is it ever going to be where
Probably not.
we can go into a stream without having Laura dragged, or makeup mobster dragged, or you know what I mean? Like, is it ever going to come to the point where we can actually go and enjoy everybody's stream? I don't think so.
You know,
I don't think
I
anybody
don't,
wants that.
at this point, I don't think it's realistic. I don't think that there's been so much that's happened and so many hurt feelings. There's been so many arguments, so many misconceptions, so many just different opinions, people that support certain people, that are very loyal to certain people. And no, I don't think there'll ever be a common ground. I was hoping, like about a month ago, I was hopeful that that would happen, but I don't think at this point there's any hope for that. I don't.
And
I'm
that's
not trying
sad.
to be negative, but
Because I really used to enjoy YouTube. I did before I knew all about all of these sides and stuff. I really did when I first came into here and found out, started following certain channels. I just thought it was great. But now it's gotten just crazy.
Carla, you're so sweet.
No, but it was like it's gotten like to where it's like disheartening actually, because you just don't know where you can go, where you don't have to watch. And it's true, Ash 274, you got to admit it. I mean, we go into your stream and it's just all about dragging Laura, and you know, you guys say you don't care, and I'm not singling you out. I'm just saying, like, it just feels like we're not welcome in certain streams because that's how we feel.
Well, it's like, somebody could put my name in a title of their live, right? And I go in to try to explain myself and I get wrenched immediately. Why is my name in your title if you're going to wrench me and I can't speak? I would never do that to somebody. Like, I would never do that. That's such an asshole thing to do. Um, why are people being censored? Why are we not allowed to speak? I
And
don't
Laura's
understand.
right when she says, I really don't care anymore about the talking about me. All they have done is continually grow my channel. And every day people say to me, I had no idea what these people are like. And actually, that's how I found Laura, was through like hate for her.
Yeah.
And I liked her.
Laura, when I found Laura way back when she was doing what case? She was doing a true crime case. I can't remember. It was a really long time ago. I was a sub of Laura's for a long time, and then I got upset with her. And I left for a couple months, and then I went back, and then I left again. I changed my mind on
Happy
her.
Christmas, G. Greg.
I gave her a lot of shit, and then I just realized that I was mad at Laura for things that didn't even happen to me, and I didn't have a reason to be so angry with her. And I talked to her about, well, I sent her an email about the things that upset me, and I got some things off my chest, and I apologized for my own shortcomings, and I told her I don't want to be a part of the hate against her, and I tried to clear the air with her because I believe she deserves to have her own
And,
feelings too.
and she gets a bad rap because she thinks that, or people think that she's got this puppet string and she puppet strings us. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that don't agree with everything that Laura says. But Laura's Laura. She's going to do her own thing. She's true to herself, and that's just how she is. And
I
like
really
her, or
Laura's done a good job. I personally think Laura's done a good job of changing some things, and I've seen her grow. I definitely have seen her become more of a neutral. I think she's trying to bridge the gap in a lot of places from what I see. I've seen her give compassion to people that are angry with her. I've seen her try to stay calm in really stressful situations. I know she's not everybody's cup of tea. Sometimes I'm like V8 smacking my forehead with some of the stuff she says, and I'm like,
I
no,
know. We're the
but
same.
she makes
It's
me
like,
laugh.
Laura, why did you
And
say
like,
that?
I'll be cooking dinner, like laughing in my kitchen, like she is entertaining. And
Well,
I
she has
think,
no filter. Okay.
yeah,
So, whatever comes to the top of her head, that's why sometimes she mixes up her words and stuff because she, she,
right.
when she's got to get it out, she gets it out. So,
I think because she shares so much of her life, she's on her live streams and she kind of treats YouTube as a really open and candid place where she doesn't hide anything. Like, she's got her kids in the background, which I've said, like, I will like her to mute when her kids come in and stuff like that. Like, there's certain things I have picked on Laura. And I have been honest with her, but I don't need to hate her.
no,
I don't need to insult her as I have in the past. I've said things that have been very hurtful. I've gone after Laura's, parenting. I've been just as much a part of that as other people in the past, and I self-reflected and wanted to make a change within myself because I don't feel she deserves hate from me. And I don't want to hate her because I enjoy listening to her. And like I said, I was a sub of hers a long time ago, and I can get over certain things and pick and choose my battles. And I don't know. I think that there's sometimes I find myself saying, like, is Laura going to go live? I hope Laura will go live. Like, she matters in our community,
I like
Like,
when she spur of the moment goes live because there's going to be some crazy stuff going on. When she doesn't announce it. She's just like up there and that's it.
I
And
enjoy.
usually she has a really good like tagline on there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she's fun
she's
too. But
entertaining. Come on, she's entertaining. She should have her own reality show.
she is entertaining. And I think that Laura does deep down, I really do believe she has a good heart. I've seen her be a very good friend to several of my friends. And I think her heart is in the right place. I think she's very misunderstood. Um, I think that if people took just a minute to see like the real Laura, like she's human, she makes mistakes, she has feelings. We all do though. Um there's
And
certain
trust me,
people
I've
that
gotten mad at or upset with Laura. I mean, Patreons don't always like agree with everything Laura does. And she listens, actually does listen to us. Um, but we have to go to her, like if we have a problem with her, we go to her.
and you
And she
should.
is compassionate and she does like care about our feelings. She's Laura's Laura, and she's always going to be Laura. She's not going to change for anybody. So, you know, you got to
Well,
take her for what she is.
I think Laura has taken some constructive criticism, and I think she's tried to do her best to tweak some things here and there. And sometimes just to say, even if you're not like super crazy about Laura, it's okay to say, well, she did a really good job with that. Or, Laura, you're not my cup of tea, but I think you did a great job handling that situation. Or, people do deserve to get praise where they have done good. And if she's done something to make a difference, she deserves to know that she made a difference. It's okay to say, hey, I'm not so crazy about you, but thank you for doing the live you just did and telling the truth about this or shedding a light on this. It's okay to say you support one live or, you don't support her completely, but you support the live she did yesterday. And it's not a big deal.
Exactly. And people are good. Basically, she's good.
I
She
think
has,
she
she
is.
has a good heart. She's raised three awesome children. So, I mean, that says a lot about her as a mother. And she's gotten a lot of like flack about, you know, who wants to be criticized as a mother? She's a great mother.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing because I did criticize her parenting. I did, and I felt bad about that when I sat and thought about some of the things that I had said. Um, I know for myself, I don't want to be that mom. I don't want to be that mom criticizing another mom.
No.
I'm a single mom and I've been a single mom for a really long time and I know how hard it is. Um, it's not easy, but it's also very rewarding. And just because Laura might, do one thing that I don't do doesn't mean she's a bad mom. But I will say the night that CPS came to Laura's house, I believe I had sent my email to Laura, like pretty much explaining myself and thanking her. Firstly, I thanked her for defending one of my friends. It meant a lot to me because my friend couldn't speak for herself. And then I explained to her, that I felt that I was very unfair to her and I apologized for my own wrongdoings. And I remember I was cooking in my kitchen and I heard her doorbell ring and I had never heard Laura's doorbell ring before, and my heart dropped. And when I heard her start saying, "Are you kidding me?" Like she was really upset, I stopped everything I was doing and I cried when I was listening to her kids when I that
Yeah,
that
when
hurt so much.
Sage got upset, it was sad.
Nobody deserves that.
No.
Nobody, unless a child is in danger. Obviously, we've covered this a million times, but do people really think Laura deserved that? Do they think her children deserved
No.
that? My God. Like, is this what it's come to? Seriously? It's one thing to throw, sling shit at somebody, but to really make a phone call like that and to invade her personal life, her children's lives, CPS, I don't know. They could have gone to her children's school. Do you know what that is going to do to her children? Like, I just don't understand how people can be so evil and
It
mean
was wrong.
spirited.
It was all wrong. It's just nobody can agree with that, and nobody actually that I saw did say that that was okay. But it didn't take them long. The very next day, they were
Exactly.
attacking her again.
Next
Like, I
day,
mean,
Carla.
like the next freaking day, they were attacking her again.
How can you
So
say, "Oh my God, Laura, I'm so sorry. I don't support this." And the next day, you're shitting all over her. How sorry are
it's,
you that this happened? Come
I
on.
yeah, I just it's hard to take people's word that they are sorry for things that happen on here when they keep repeating the same behavior. It's crazy. But I'm gonna get off here, guys. I've been on here for 2.5 hours.
I did not mean to stay on here this long.
Oh,
I
that's
came up
all
here
right.
for
That's
one
all right.
thing.
Got to give someone else a chance to go on. But
Hey,
thank you for
thank you
coming
for
up, Tiffany Marie. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for being on. Sorry I didn't read the comments. I was listening to Tiffany and trying to figure out.
thank you for having me. And hey, I wanted to say, because I know that this live started off very somber for you, with your son and everybody in the chat, her son is going through something that's really hard and he's trying to do better right now and he's going into some treatment, and I don't want to lose sight of that because I know that that was something that's really
Yeah, he's
important to you,
going to
Carla.
be going through starting today. He's going into rehab and going through detox. So I'm really worried about him, but that's what I
Yeah, so
mean.
send
Like this real life stuff is like, you know, it's hard. It's
Carla,
harder than it's way harder
me.
than YouTube.
Thank you for having me, Carla,
Thank
and
you
have
for
a great
coming up,
day.
Tiffany Marie. I really appreciate it. But thank you all. I'm sorry I didn't read all your comments, guys. I was kind of paying attention to what everybody was saying. So I just want to thank you all for being here and have a great day. I'll see you around, I guess. Hopefully. Bye. I hope I was kind to everybody. I hope I let everybody say what they needed to say. And I mean everybody. So I'll see you guys around. Bye.